Hello and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. I'm Monica Gibson and I'm joined in the studio by Edward Karr for a bit of a fact update on FATCA. Edward, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica, for having me back.
No problem at all. You are very welcome. Now, first of all, let's hear a little bit about yourself and your business. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Well, Strategic Swiss Advisors, we're a Swiss independent asset management firm. So set up here in Geneva, Swiss company. I have partners. Our background is all in private banking, asset management, and portfolio management. And we set up the firm, Strategic Swiss Advisors, specifically to focus on U.S. clients. So American citizens. And you probably know there's been a lot of goings-ons recently in Switzerland and the Swiss banking industry with U.S. clients. It's becoming more and more difficult for U.S. clients to either open new Swiss bank accounts or maintain their existing relationships at Swiss bank accounts. So we set up Strategic Swiss Advisors. We have tremendous experience in this field. We are, even though we're a Swiss company, we're regulated here by the OARG in Geneva. In addition, we are an SEC registered investment advisor. So we are completely registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States.
Now that all sounds great, but why would people come to you? Why would Americans really want to open an account in Switzerland in the first place?
That's a great question. And you think about, we have two different sorts of Americans, so I'll classify it in two different kind of categories. You have the Americans that live overseas. So we have Americans that live here in Geneva that need bank accounts. They live here, they work here, so they need a bank account just to pay their bills, have a mortgage, and carry on their normal lives. That's fine. Ask yourself, why do people have car insurance? I mean, Monica, do you wake up in the morning and actually go out and drive your car and expect to get into an accident?
Well, I don't drive, so that would be no.
Good for you. Yeah.
But yeah, you were hoping that's not going to be the case, obviously.
Right, exactly. And most people that have, for instance, car insurance, they have it just in case an accident happens. So if an accident happens, it's really nice to have the insurance. And that's what I view as a Swiss bank account. You know, we actually talk to our clients and we sell Switzerland what I believe is for all the right reasons. Safety, stability. You have a political stability. You have thousands of years of history of neutrality here. The banks are some of the highest capitalized in the world. So if you're a very wealthy individual, you're in the United States, I think it's very wise, it's very prudent to have a portion of your assets overseas. And if you're going to have your assets overseas, I can't think of any better place in the world to have them than Switzerland. So you should open up your account, you should be fully declared, you should have all of your tax issues, settled, resolved, fully declared your account, but then partner up with a very good independent asset manager like Strategic Swiss Advisors. We can build a customized portfolio. We provide the international diversification that most U.S. brokers and asset managers do not. So we can open up accounts in different base currencies, Swiss franc, pound, euro, yen, whatever it might be. We're very good at buying, selling physical gold, physical silver, platinum, the precious metals. So we can offer a whole host of services that most of the American clients going through traditional domestic financial institutions cannot get.
Definitely. Now, something that we were discussing was FATCA, and it has become in the news quite a lot recently. And as the the reforms on tax evasion are kind of speeding up, there are obviously concerns being raised about privacy and different issues. What would you say? What's the latest on FATCA at the moment?
There's a lot of updates on FATCA, and it's a great question. I mean, FATCA is coming at the world right now like a bullet train, in a tunnel. So that light that people see is the bullet train coming right at them, the TGV. Well, FATCA, the analogy has been that it's like trying to kill a little mosquito with a sledgehammer. Boom, you come in with the big bat. And what it really affects is the 7.6 million American citizens that live overseas. Because all of us overseas American expatriates, we need bank accounts just to survive, to go about our daily lives. And what's happening as a direct result of FATCA, many overseas banks and financial institutions are looking and realizing it doesn't make any sense to have American clients. So let's just shut down the divisions. Let's kick out all the Americans. Let's send them home. So it's forced a lot of hardship on the overseas American communities. So I think this is really, really an exciting development. I encourage everyone to go out there, read the resolution, go out to the abolishfatca.com website, sign the petition. If you're a U.S. citizen, you can send this link on to your congressman, send it on to your senator, tell them that you really want to get behind abolishing FATCA, and maybe if they get enough movement behind it, this petition might become very, very successful.
Now, that is one thing you say is, it's getting a lot of attention. There are a lot of developments. Is exciting, but what do you think? Is there really the possibility that FATCA could be repealed?
Well, Monica, at the end of the day, I'm an American, so I'm always the optimist. Your glass right now is 3/4 full, not a quarter empty, right? So Americans are always positive, and I think positive. I do. I really believe in the power of the people. When you educate the senators and the congressmen back in the United States on this, they open their eyes and they say, you know what? First and foremost, we're here to protect all U.S. citizens, not just domestic U.S. citizens. And I think that Republicans overseas and the Republican National Committee is showing real leadership in getting behind this issue.
Edward, it's a really exciting topic. As you said, so many developments. But thank you so much for coming in and sharing the latest update with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Well, that's all from Edward and myself for the moment. Make sure you click back to Dukascopy TV for much more of the same. Goodbye for now.